Hey, it's Dr. Stan Harris, known as Dr. Breakthrough. We always give a disclaimer. Can't provide a breakthrough. I just prescribe it. But I'm going to prescribe to listen to Brother T today because he's got a powerful testimonial about this Texit coin and what happened for him today, right? We're talking about a fresh testimonial. Brother T, appreciate your, again, you have a ministry serving people and appreciate your help and so forth. Could you quickly tell the story of what happened for you today?
I will. I just had a regular day, but my car kind of died on me. I had it in the shop. And when they started telling me all the things that we had to do to it, I said, no, let's time out. It's time for another car instead of spending, good money after bad. So I went to a pretty good sized used car shop and I met a salesman and we became instant friends. And so while he was showing me the car, I was showing him Texas Coin. And by the time I was waiting and I found the car I was wanting, we took it for a test drive. And he kept asking me more and more about Texas Coin. And by the time we got back in the waiting room, waiting for the finance people to do their work, he said, well, I'll tell you what I want to do. He said, I want to do 4 9 packs. And I'm like, 4 9 packs, that's 9,000 times four. That's $36,000. He said, yeah. He said, how many would I get for that? I said, you get 44. He said, how much would that bring me? And I did a little math. I said, well, that would be over $60,000 a year for the rest of your life, basically, right? And so he's like, that's what I want to do. And he's gonna, we're having a meeting next week. And he gave me his card, said, contact me. I'm coming to the meeting. I'm gonna bring some people. And so I ended up buying the car. And so the finance guy, last guy, I was in there signing paperwork with him, Dr. Breakthrough. And he says, well, what do you do? And I said, well, I left corporate America a long time ago and I just help people. I have a little ministry going on. And I said, also, I like to do crypto. Started telling my little story about crypto. And then I started talking about Texas Coin. He said, I want to know more about that. What's this? I got to know more about that. He said, my son's 40 years old. He said, he'll be all over this. He said, this is exactly what he wants to do. This is what he wants to learn. He said, I'm really, really interested in how you managed your life and how you're doing the things that you love to do. And I'm like, yeah, that's what life's about. And so he's coming to my party also on Tuesday. So this next week. So, and that's 2 people, and that's just me out here living my life. And then they're asking me, and I'm just saying, I'm just telling them a little bit. And I'll share my story real quick. I started a little over 2 months ago. I'm gonna say it was on the 5th of May, right? And for the first month or so, Dr. Breakthrough, I didn't recruit anybody. I just wanted to be
Oh, wait,
sure
wait.
and
What was the
real.
price of the coin when you got it?
Oh, it was the first day, the first night I got it was 59 cents. 59 cents. Now, when somebody else is listening to this, it could be anywhere from $1.75 to 2.50. I don't know where this will go, but the point is it just keeps growing. That's a 3x growth right there from 60 cents where we are right now. And this is pretty exciting. So I wanted to make sure it was real. I want to make sure if I'm sharing it with somebody, my kids, my friends, and people that I don't know, I don't want anybody to get hurt. I wanted to make sure it was real. And it has convinced me. So I started with 2 3 packs, and back then you could get 4 as a bonus. You get an extra miner node for a bonus. So I actually have 8 nodes, 8 miners, if you want to call it that. And they're all producing for me every night. Well, I was checking it this afternoon. I already have over $3,600. I started with 6,000 that I put in. I already have over $3,600, the value of my coins at the current price, and that blows me away. That's over 50% of my money's back just on the coins, but I've also earned $4,000 in commissions. And so I'm already $7,000. I put in 6, and it's just a week over 2 months or something like that. So it's just been a great success story. I think we really have something that can change people's lives. And I'm just happy to share it, Dr. Breakthrough. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to share the story.
Wow, man, that's great. Thank you, Brother T. Appreciate you, your ministry, and your heart for people. And folks, again, we always just say that, again, we give a disclaimer. Again, there's no guarantee of success. This information and testimonial should not be considered a promise of your results. Everyone's results may vary based on many things. So we can only promise an equal opportunity for all who apply themselves. But I like what Brother T said. We were speaking to Dr. Wilhelmina earlier. And he said the beautiful thing is knowing that every night when he goes to sleep, his coins are working for him, producing more.
That's right.
And every day it's going up, not just more coins being added, but then, my friend, every month and sometimes every week, it's gone up in value. So what are you waiting for? Napoleon Hill said, unsuccessful people take a long time to make up their mind and change quickly. Successful people, we make up our minds quickly and change slowly. So, hey, contact me or Brother T if you're ready to get started, my friend. I'm telling you, this thing is absolutely amazing, and it's projected to go to $16 a coin by April of this next year. Now, if you're a steward of God's money and you have an opportunity where you could have 4 or 8x that money and you didn't, I don't know what that would be called. But at any rate, but if you are, and again, we understand there's risk with everything, but I'll get this and I'll close. Risk is the ledge that gives winners the edge. So employee mindset people, Brother T, they focus so much on the risk, they lose sight of the reward. But entrepreneur and kingdompreneur people, we focus so much on the reward. We're willing to deal with the risk, especially when it's a calculated risk that's calculated in our favor. My friend, this is amazing. Tony and I, we believe, Brother T and I, we believe you should get started. When?
Day.
Come on.